Is Josh from Moonshiners okay? Here's what we know about his accident. Josh Owens, a beloved figure from the popular reality TV show Moonshiners, has been a fan favorite for years due to his hard-working attitude, adventurous spirit, and fascinating role in the moonshining business. The show, which chronicles the lives of individuals making illegal moonshine in the Appalachian region, has gained a loyal following over the years. Fans have watched Josh grow on screen, dealing with the dangers of his trade and navigating his personal life. But in a tragic turn of events, Josh Owens was involved in a serious accident that had fans worried for his well-being. The incident raised several questions, with fans eager to know whether the reality star was okay, how the accident happened, and what it meant for the future of Moonshiners and Josh's participation in it. In this article, we'll dive deep into what happened, the details surrounding the accident, how Josh has been recovering, and what the future holds for the reality star. The accident. What happened to Josh Owens? Josh Owens was involved in a terrible motorcycle accident in early 2023, which left fans reeling. Known for his fearless nature and love for adventure, Josh had been riding his motorcycle when disaster struck. Details of the incident have been somewhat scarce, as is often the case with high-profile accidents, but we know it was a serious crash that resulted in significant injuries. The specifics of how the accident unfolded remain somewhat unclear, but according to reports, Josh lost control of his motorcycle, which led to the crash. He was quickly rushed to a nearby hospital, and the nature of his injuries was initially kept under wraps. In the wake of the accident, fans were left waiting for more information, anxiously hoping for news on his condition. At the time of the accident, Josh had been filming for Moonshiners, and news of the crash quickly circulated within the tight-knit Moonshiners community and beyond. His fellow Moonshiners and the production crew expressed deep concern for him, as Josh was more than just a co-worker to many of them. He was a friend and someone they deeply cared about. The injuries. What did Josh suffer from? It wasn't long after the accident that some details began to surface regarding the injuries Josh sustained. He was reported to have sustained serious injuries to his body, including broken bones and several bruises. The most alarming injury, however, was the damage to his leg. It was initially reported that Josh had a compound fracture, where the bone had broken through the skin, which is an incredibly serious injury that often requires multiple surgeries and lengthy recovery times. Additionally, Josh suffered some internal injuries and cuts that required stitches. The pain from these injuries was said to be intense, and Josh was in the hospital for an extended period. During this time, many fans reached out to express their support, hoping that their messages of encouragement would help him through his recovery as days turned into weeks. Updates on Josh's condition began to trickle in. It was clear that while his injuries were severe, Josh was a fighter. His strength and determination became evident as he made progress in his healing. Fans, however, continued to worry about whether he would be able to return to the world of moonshining. Josh's road to recovery. Josh's recovery was far from easy. After the accident, he had to undergo multiple surgeries to repair the damage to his leg, and has spent several weeks in the hospital, where he focused on regaining his strength. The injury was so severe that it took a toll not only physically but mentally as well. It's no secret that Josh is someone who thrives on adrenaline and the sense of independence that comes with his lifestyle. The thought of being bedridden for an extended period was a major challenge for him. However, true to his resilient nature, Josh began his rehabilitation as soon as possible. Physical therapy, combined with his drive to get back to doing what he loves, helped him regain mobility over time. There were moments of doubt, as any person recovering from a serious injury would experience, but Josh's family and friends were by his side every step of the way. One of the most touching moments came when Josh took to social media to update his fans about his recovery. He expressed his gratitude for the outpouring of support and thanked everyone for keeping him in their thoughts. His fans, who had been worried sick about him, flooded his social media with messages of encouragement, sharing how much they appreciated him and his spirit. Josh also mentioned how difficult it was to remain in recovery mode, as he had always been someone who preferred action over inaction. But with time, he adapted to his new reality and leaned on the support of his loved ones. His positive attitude, combined with his perseverance, kept him going, and over the course of several months, Josh made significant strides in his recovery. How has this affected Moonshiners? For many fans, one of the most pressing questions was whether Josh would be able to return to Moonshiners. As fans of the show know, Josh plays an integral role in the series, and his personality and moonshining expertise have been a key component of the show's success. So when news of the accident broke, it raised concerns about whether the show would be able to continue without him. At first, it seemed as though Josh might be absent from the current season of Moonshiners. There were even rumors that the show might be restructured or that a substitute would need to be found to fill Josh's shoes. After all, his passion for moonshining and the way he approaches the craft are part of what makes the show so entertaining. However, the producers of Moonshiners made it clear that they intended to support Josh through his recovery and that his return to the show was a priority. Although Josh's physical limitations meant that he couldn't immediately return to his previous role, it was clear that the production team valued him too much to write him off. Fans, too, rallied behind the idea that Josh's recovery should take precedence over the immediate needs of the show. As of now, Josh has made a return to filming, though he's taking things slowly. It's clear that while he's eager to get back to doing what he loves, his recovery is still a process. The good news is that Josh has started to resume his moonshining activities, albeit in a reduced capacity. His journey to return to full force has been inspirational, not just for his fans, but also for his co-stars and the production team. The support of his fellow Moonshiners, Josh's fellow Moonshiners, have been incredibly supportive throughout his recovery. Several of them, including Tim Smith and other longtime cast members, publicly expressed their concern for Josh after the accident and promised to be there for him during the tough days that followed. Their bond as a cast is more than just professional. It's built on a foundation of friendship and mutual respect, and that has been especially evident in how they have rallied around Josh during this difficult time. In interviews and on social media, Josh's co-stars have spoken about the emotional toll the accident took on the entire Moonshiners family. They mentioned how much Josh means to the show and how they were all eagerly waiting for his return to the moonshining world. In the meantime, the cast continued to film, but they made it clear that Josh's well-being came first. What's next for Josh Owens as of now? Josh Owens continues to recover and rebuild his life post-accident. While there's no official timeline for when he will be back to full strength, fans are hopeful that he will continue to make a full recovery. His story is one of resilience, and it's clear that his love for moonshining and his connection to the Moonshiners family will keep him going. In the coming months, we can expect Josh to return to his role on the show, likely with a few adjustments to account for his recovery. There's no doubt that fans are excited to see him back in action, and it's clear that the producers of Moonshiners are committed to supporting him every step of the way. Ultimately, Josh Owens is a fighter. He's faced physical setbacks, but with his determination and the support of his friends, family, and fans, it seems that he's on the road to recovery. His story is a reminder of the strength of the human spirit and the importance of community, even in the face of adversity. So, while Josh's journey to full recovery may take time, one thing is certain: he's not giving up anytime soon. Fans will continue to send their support, and we'll all be waiting eagerly for the day when Josh is back in the moonshining business, stronger than ever. Josh Owens, a fan favorite on Moonshiners, the popular reality television show about illegal moonshine production in the Appalachian Mountains, has been a staple of the series for years. His rugged charm, quick wit, and dedication to the craft of moonshining have earned him a loyal following. But recently, his fans have been deeply concerned after hearing about an accident involving Josh, sparking a wave of speculation and worry across social media. In this article, we will explore the details of the accident, what we know about his recovery, and what the future holds for Josh Owens both on and off the screen. What happened to Josh Owens? Josh Owens fans were shocked when news broke that he had been involved in a serious accident in early 2023. The incident occurred while Josh was riding his motorcycle, a hobby that he has shared with fans through social media posts in the past. On the day of the crash, it is believed that Josh lost control of the bike, leading to a serious fall. The specifics of how the accident happened remain somewhat murky, but what we do know is that it was a harrowing experience.